Okay, option one. Let's say we want to make this a square. We can go to crop and square. And she doesn't fit in the square. Okay? But just make it a square anyway. Let's make sure she fits top to bottom. And then make her centered. And what it's doing is Photoshop is expanding our canvas behind our image by using this background color. And just use whatever color stands out. The default is white, and that works fine. Make it a little bit bigger, give her some room. Top and bottom, make sure I'm good side to side. Double click, and it's just expanded everything. Now, I have a square, but I have these ugly white bars on the side. What I need to do is called Content Aware Fill. So where's an actual layer? Gradient map is just a filter, burn and dodge. I have to get into the last actual layer where we did something. So I select the liquify layer just because that's the last layer that was a solid picture. And go to the top left, get this selection tool, and I select the right side and just a little bit into the gray area, and go up to edit and fill contents. A lot of times the default is background or foreground color. Make sure the content is content aware. Okay, and the mode is normal and opacity 100%. So what it's going to do is it's going to fill in all this white area with what existed before. If I hit OK, let's see what it does. Okay, so it expands the gray because it's copying this near area. That's pretty easy on a seamless sweep like this. If I zoom in, select the navigation move tool, and I'm going to look and see if I can see that seam. Actually, if I grab the selection tool, click in a neutral area, it makes it go away. I can select the navigation tool again. There's some repeated pattern here, but this just looks, it's a little bit awkward, but not bad. If I could see an obvious seam or there's some jagged lines, I don't have to go in and use the clone stamp or use our healing brush like we did with the garments and the skin. But it looks pretty good, so I'm going to hit Control 0, and I'm going to back out one more, Control minus. Get the selection tool and select the other side just a little bit. See, okay, look, if I do too much, if I select your boot and hit edit, fill, content aware, 100%, say okay, then it tries to build part of her boot. So that's not good. So I hit Control Z to undo. Take this selection tool, click off in a neutral area, start again, and I'm only selecting all the way up to the first little bit of the gray. And then I hit edit, fill, content aware, opacity 100%, okay. It should fill it in pretty good. So it grabbed this fold and extended it. It grabbed this wrinkle and extended it, which visually is believable. But if it weren't believable, we could fix it with, there's a little bit of repetition I don't like in there, with these healing brushes. Hit Option and click. So I'm getting a nice clean sample, and then I click and brush over. Let's see, it looks like up top. Yeah, this and this are obvious copies of each other, so I will sort of mess them up so they don't look exactly the same. Option click. And I don't like that it's folded. And that looks a little better. Okay, so that's how you can use content-aware fill to expand your background, particularly if you have a simple background.